pie crust. I'm going to show you how easy it is just to make a pie crust. I need a pie crust today for my lemon curd ricotta pie. And so I'm going to show you how easy this is. It's so crazy. Okay, so we're going to bring it down. Okay, in my mixing bowl, I've got 2 cups of almond flour. I've got 6 tablespoons of melted butter. And I've got 2 tablespoons of swerve or your erythritol or monk fruit, okay? So I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons of sweetener in here. Now, if you were using unsalted butter, you would need 1/4 teaspoon of salt in here too. But I am using salted butter, so I'm just gonna use the salt in the butter to salt the crust. You guys, that's it. That is all the ingredients to make this pie crust. Okay, I've got my oven preheated at 350, and I'm using a springform pan with parchment and buttered. Okay, you can use a pie pan. It's your choice, it's your project, and you're just gonna mix this up and pour it in your tin. Super easy. And this bakes for 12 to 15 minutes at 350, right? Okay, I'm gonna pour it in. Okay, I'm going to push it up the sides because I'm gonna make that lemon curd ricotta cheesecake. Oh, it's gonna be so pretty. We have dinner every Monday night with my godmother, and we take turns cooking every week, but every week I bring a keto-friendly dessert. It's sugar-free, and this is dessert. I'm cooking tonight, and I'm making ham and mashed potatoes with cheddar cheese on top. I just love that with my ham. That's just my favorite. And I'm gonna roast some Brussels sprouts to go along with that. And then I'm going to make some keto biscuits that are, you know, some kind of seafood restaurant style biscuit. I've got my Old Bay seasoning and some roasted garlic and herb seasoning going in the biscuits. And I'm gonna make a video of those so you can see how easy those are. And we're gonna have that with our ham dinner tonight. All right, that's how simple this is. And it's so great because, you know, there's no gluten in almonds, so me pushing against this is not working any, you know, for a tough crust, right? So totally different concept than flour crust. I'd be killing that thing right now. So, all right, this is ready for the oven. Let me wash my hands off. I'm gonna put this in for 12 to 15 minutes at 350, and it's gonna come out ready to cool and pour my pie into. Alrighty, we'll see you back here. Bye-bye. Hey, so we're gonna make some lemon curd today, and you can make lemon curd with no sugar. Okay, you need a sweetener for it, but no sugar. And I love lemon curd. I think it's one of my favorite things. When the kids were little, I used to keep a jar in the fridge. They never even knew what it was. And when mommy needed something, mommy grabbed a spoon, and just one spoon of lemon curd, just, it's better than Valium. So we're gonna make lemon curd. I'm gonna bring you down and show you how simple lemon curd is. And you can incorporate it into a bunch of desserts that are keto friendly. Today I'm gonna mix mine with some cannoli cream. Yes, keto cannoli cream. And make like a lemon ricotta pie. So for dessert tonight. All right, so I'm gonna bring you down. And I've got a medium-sized saucepan. I'm separating some eggs. So into my medium saucepan, I'm gonna put my sweetener, which I'm using today is Swerve, and I've got arrowroot. If you don't have arrowroot and you want to use cornstarch, go right ahead. And I'm gonna put in 1.5 tablespoons of arrowroot. Okay? Get it all off of there. Okay, so there's my arrowroot. And I'm going to whisk it up. Put my stove on. So, I'm gonna whisk that up. Then I juiced, so I have a little juicer, okay, and I juiced 4 lemons for 12 ounces, but really, I got 12 ounces out of 3 lemons. But I zested all the lemons, and I'm gonna add my zest. So how do you zest the lemon? In case you don't know. If you have one of these cheese graters, this side is your zester, okay? And you just take the lemon and you go down until you get white. You don't want to grate the white all the way to the pulp of the lemon, just the lemon layer, the yellow layer is all you want. And that's called the zest. The white is called the pith, and it's bitter, so you don't want that. Okay, so we're just gonna stir the zest into our Swerve and our arrowroot, okay? Now, we're gonna add the eggs next, okay? So I'm gonna show you how I separate an egg. I do it, I think my way is the easiest, okay? So in 2 containers, I crack the egg. Then I pour the yolk right into my hand, and it goes into the other one. Let me rinse my hands off. People make it such a big deal to separate eggs, and I've always just used my hands to separate them. And so in here, I've got 6 egg yolks and 2 whole eggs. And I'm gonna save my whites and add some Swerve to that and make, cream of tartar, which is potassium, by the way. And I'm going to make some meringue for the top of my cake. Okay, so I'm just gonna whisk those together. There we go. I have been cooking up a storm today. My sink is full. Get all that yummy egg yolk out. And whisk that together. Now I've got my stove back there on medium heat, but I did forget one thing. Let me grab it. I forgot my butter. We're gonna need butter and some liquid stevia. Okay, so I've whisked my eggs in there, and now I'm gonna whisk my juice. That is 12 ounces, so 1.5 cups. Okay, now I'm gonna put this on medium heat, and I'm gonna stay with it. So I'm gonna bring you up so you can see my stove, but I'm going to go over and whisk this, and you need to stay with it and whisk it the entire time, because that arrowroot's gonna start working. It's gonna thicken up, and then you're gonna need to be able to pull it off the heat. So when I pull it off the heat, I'm gonna add the butter and some, actually mango stevia, okay? Because that's all I've got right now. So, be back. Okay, so I've got the liquid, I've got the curd in the pot on the stove, and it's starting to get warm. And so instead of staying with me the entire time it got warm, I waited until you can come a little closer, And you can see it's starting to thicken up. And so staying with it and stirring the entire time is super important. Okay, and it's gonna really start to thicken, and I want you to be able to see that. Oh, it's looking so good. Look at that. Lemon curd. The first time I made this recipe, I took the egg whites and I made a meringue, just straight out meringue, spread it all over the parchment paper and baked it. And then I put the lemon curd on top. Oh my goodness, it was so yummy. Okay, so you can see it's really starting to thicken. Okay, I'm gonna keep stirring. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my heat off because it's gonna stay hot. See that? Isn't that awesome? Look at that. Okay, let's take it over and we're gonna put it into a bowl, okay? I think, let's see, let's set you back up here and bring you back down so you can see. Okay, so there's my bowl. I got a mixing bowl and I've got my curd. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna keep it in here until my curd is done. So you need 1/4 teaspoon of liquid stevia. And I'm gonna whisk that in. And then you need 6 tablespoons of butter, okay? So we're going to cut a tablespoon at a time and whisk it in, okay? So yummy. And the butter is gonna make it so creamy. That's how simple it is. Isn't it amazing? Then you have this, just this yumminess, lemon curd. You can make keto lemon bars. You can make keto lemon meringue pie with some extra lemon curd in it. You can incorporate this to your keto cheesecake batter. Now, here's a clue. I'm gonna close this up and I'm gonna count. I'm gonna put my glasses on. So right from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got one more to go. Boy, I did really good measuring out that butter. And our last tablespoon of butter. And we're just gonna whisk that till it's all incorporated, all melted in there. Oh, I'm getting so excited. I think it's all in there. And it's so smooth and yummy. Okay, then we just take it and pour it into a non-grease. Make sure there's no grease in there. Clean bowl. And you know how you buy the tiniest little 4-ounce jar of quality lemon curd and it's like 12 bucks. Look at what we just made. Almost a whole quart for that, for less than that, right? Oh, fabulous. Okay, you're gonna cover this and stick it in your fridge. It'll take a couple hours to set up and be cold. And then you have a whole quart of lemon curd to make yumminess with, or just those stressful days when you need a little spoon of yumminess. There it is. And this one with the 12 ounces of lemon juice is really gonna make you pucker, but it's gonna be sweet enough too. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you have a fabulous day. See you real soon.